Paso Independent School District says it now has a healthy balance after it was able to drop its multi-million-dollar budget deficit. Our El Paso's Harrison Parker breaks down the numbers.
They did at the end come in with some additional funding that we're very grateful for, because we're able to give, of course, a good compensation and offer a good compensation plan to our employees and, of course, particularly our teachers.
EPISD's comptroller Maria Alonso explaining how funding from the state of Texas helped the district with its struggling budget. As we have reported, the district was projecting a nearly $23 million deficit, but during a board meeting Wednesday night, we learned that deficit dropped to $6 million. That's despite district spending increasing by $5 million for a total of $547 million. So how were they able to do that? Here's what I found. The shortfall was helped by state funding for a total of $370 million, which is an increase of nearly $15 million. The district also says it sold property, which added another $6 million. It says it's also expecting to make another $6 million in other land sales. But district leaders say they aren't done.
Something that is much more manageable. But regardless, we have looked for a lot of opportunities, and the challenge is to continue to find more efficiencies as we progress into the new fiscal year. I would just say that our administration, along with our principals and our board, have actively worked to find a lot of efficiencies.
Board President Leah Hanani told us she's hopeful the district would cover the remaining $6 million through higher attendance, but if necessary, more cuts. When I asked the district how it plans to increase attendance, it said in a statement in part, quote, "Deployment of dedicated staff focused on improving tracking and reporting. The district has invested in streamlined attendance systems and provided comprehensive training for principals and attendance teams."
Well, Harrison is actually here with us right now. Can you talk to us about, what the next steps are and how they're going to try, I guess, continue to balance that budget?
Yeah, so we actually were able to catch up with Leah Hanani, the the board president, new board president, about ways that they can get that $6 million. She's confident that higher attendance, they are making a concerted effort to get kids in the classroom. Higher attendance will give them higher state funding because every kid that goes to class, the state gives them money. They think that this year they'll be able to bump that number up enough to close that $6 million. If they can't get there altogether with higher attendance, they say they can find more, I think she said further austerity, which basically just means more cuts if they really need to bridge that gap.
Okay, well, I guess it's something we'll have to continue to keep an eye on.
Through the next school year.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you, Harrison.
Appreciate it.
Well,